Hello and welcome to a 3D pool on the C64. Now this came out at 89 I think. Yep, and it was one of the first 3D pool snooker games that came out in the market. Probably I never actually played this in the day. The first game I played of this type was Jimmy White's 101 Snooker on the Amiga. So this in some ways is a bit of a step backwards if you've played that game, but obviously this predates it, but by quite a couple of years at least. So let's get started. So as you can see, the table isn't completely rendered. The wooden panels and the cushions are all missing. It's very much a bare bones affair. But the frame rate itself is reasonable, and up to this point, all snooker and pool games had been completely 2D overhead sort of games. So this was actually this did offer something quite unique at the time. So I have to place a white ball, and one of the best features of this game, I think, is the controls, which are completely controllable by a one-button joystick. You don't have to use any keys. I think the controls are actually really well done. So I'll just move the white ball. There we go. Double tap to confirm. There we go. What we do is hold on fire and move up and down to set the power. So maximum power for a break. Now what we do is to give the ball some spin. We look up or down. You can see there's a little cross on the ball at the top middle of the screen. So obviously top spin is this position. There isn't actually any cue, so you just have to imagine it, which makes aiming, well, aiming's quite realistic because it's from the player's perspective. So if you're rubbish at aiming in real life, then you'll probably be rubbish at this game as well, to be honest. Right, so let's get started. So double tap. That was an absolutely terrible break. The only real niggle in this game is sometimes the CPU opponent can take quite a while to think. He's got to plan his move. And the AI itself, to be fair, is actually, it does offer quite a good game of pool. So I guess all the algorithms and things like that are quite CPU intensive, and as we know, the 64 doesn't have the greatest CPU in terms of speed. It's pretty slow. But the actual movement of the 3D itself is nippy enough. I don't have any complaints about that. As you can see, the colour scheme is a little limited. It's mostly, well, it's 4 colours, so it's black, reds, green, and white, and that's it. I had to resort to sort of a pixel sort of stippling to achieve different shades of red. But having said that, it's a lot more pleasing on the eye than the Spectrum version, which is a little, it's a little harsh to look at. So anyway, the computer spotted the dark red, so I'm light red. So the perspective is a little iffy at times. Sometimes it looks like the balls are sitting in the pocket, but so obviously this is a bit of a sitter here. Try and get some backspin on it. There we go. I think the sound effects are great in this game. I mean, they're quite sparse, but they sound quite authentic. They do actually add quite a lot. Just going to smack these balls, I think. Shake it up a little bit. Now the actual speed that the balls move at, it doesn't really reflect real life. They do move quite slow, but I guess it's understandable. But and we're already playing in a tournament. There's a tournament ladder. You obviously got to try and get to the top of that, or you can play in two-player modes, or just play a one-off game. So there's a couple of different game types, and it's a single load, so you know it's pretty good. And apart from, as I mentioned, the CPU or the slowness of the CPU AI thinking time. Apart from that, it's it's. I really couldn't find any fault with the game. You get used to the sparse graphics. If you played it on the Mega version does have cushions and things, but they don't really add much to the game. Right, so that's 3D Pool for you. I think the graphics are pretty good. I think sound effects are great. A lot sparse, but they're great. What's there is great. I think gameplay is excellent. I think to be honest, the controls are terrific. It's really easy to play. So yeah, I'll give this 9 out of 10. I think it's a really good sports game. Again, well, unless you don't consider pool to be a sport. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.